Alrighty, for this problem here, we are solving using the quadratic formula. Here is the quadratic formula over here to the side, and start off, let's get this thing equal to 0. So we're going to subtract 105 from both sides, so we get 3x squared plus 6x minus 105 equals 0. Okay, check, done. At this point, we want to identify our a value, our b value, and our c value here. All right, and once we have that, let's plug stuff into the quadratic formulas. Here we go. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Great. All right, so everything's plugged in. At this point, we are just evaluating, cleaning stuff up here. So first thing I want to do is let's take that negative b, so that's a negative 6, plus or minus the square root of, this is 36, and then say multiplying all of those things together. Let's see, that's 12 times 105. Let me just calculate that real quick. Okay, ooh, 1,260. That's plus 1,260. When I divide that by 6. Alrighty. So next step here is let's add together what's on the inside here. So I get x equals negative 6 plus or minus the square root of, it's going to be 1296 all over 6. And let's see here. So x equals negative 6. Now I believe that's a perfect square. I want to say that's 36 squared. Let's see. Yes, it is. Okay. So that's plus or minus 36, since the square root of 1296 is equal to 36. So that's where this came from here. And then that's all over 6. Now, at this point, remember, this plus or minus means two solutions. So I'm going to have two answers coming out of this. And you could, at this point, sometimes we split this. Actually, let's do that now. I have two solutions. X could equal, or rather, not two solutions. I've got two fractions here. So this could equal negative 6 over 6 plus or minus 36 over 6. So we can split that now. And then really what we can see happening here is I can reduce this to a negative 1. I could reduce this to a 6. So here I've got x equals negative 1 plus or minus 6. But remember, because of this plus or minus, that represents two different solutions. X could equal negative 1 plus 6, or x could equal negative 1 minus 6. So these are two different numbers. Negative 1 plus 6 is 5, and negative 1 minus 6 is negative 7. So my two solutions are going to be x equals negative 7 and 5.